Hey guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it, and I just want to say again, thank you. I've been really enjoying doing this. It kind of surprises me how much I've enjoyed doing this. And on that note, I'm asking for your help. How can you help? Here's what I'm asking for. I would like to get some constructive criticism for you guys. Maybe there's a game you'd like to see me play. Maybe there's something I could do better in my YouTube playthroughs. Maybe there's something I do better as a streamer. I don't know. And I would really like to hear your thoughts and opinions. And here's how you can do that. Feel free to comment below. You can comment below this video, let me know what you think, all that kind of good stuff. Additionally, you could email to me at this email down here. You can also, feel free to like and subscribe if you want. Maybe you already are, and if you are, thank you so much. Seriously, you guys are amazing. If you haven't, feel free to do it. I greatly appreciate it, and it would mean a lot to me. And it did, and like I said, the thing you can really do to help me get better is either email me with some constructive criticism or comment below with some constructive criticism. Maybe there's a game that maybe there is a game you would like me to play, whether that be on stream or here on YouTube exclusively. I don't care, but I would love to hear it. So again, email me or comment below with what you think, because I would love to take it. I would love to hear what you want to say. And on that note, I'm going to let you get back to this video. So thank you again very much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. If you don't want to, you don't want to. It's all good. But onto the video. Hey guys, welcome back to the Wayback Machine here in Portal 2. I hope you guys are doing well. Staying happy, staying healthy, and staying safe. So last time we finished chapter 5. We basically got through what I call the basically the intro of the game. And like I said last time, today we are getting into the delicious red meat of Portal 2. We are going to be getting a lot more lore and seeing a lot more of the stuff behind Aperature Science Innovations. Before it was just called Aperature Science. So let's just hop back into it. Again, worth noting, holy crap, we are deep down in the earth. Like deep, triple D deep into the earth. This was a big chested earth. Okay, and if I remember correctly, I've got that there, I got that there, and we're just gonna move that portal right there, put that there, fall, and now we are right here, nothing there. Also worth noting, the background music is really good. Like, this is great. And we're gonna drop. Doink. What's fascinating is that this place has fallen into massive disrepair. Like, it's been in disrepair for an incredibly long time. Like, even longer than, than we've seen the upper part of Aperature Science. There's that. Now's going to be the part where I look like an idiot because I'm going, where do I put this other portal? And I don't remember. I'm going to put it right there. This is probably actually where I'm supposed to do it. So we can fall. By fall, I mean we just... So what's interesting is that some of these things may definitely absolutely allude to the fact that the portal gun existed back when this did. Now, there's other parts. So this enrichment shaft may contain unsafe qualities of cosmic rays, battalion, or spallation elements, which cosmic ray spallation elements. So you know you learn in the game later on in this meat and potatoes, this delicious red meat and potatoes part of the game that you know, the portal gun, it's using moon dust to power it. There's something in regards to the moon and its power. I don't recall that off the top of my head. We will find that out, thankfully. I'm just using the pipe here, even though it might be dangerous. Just kidding, doesn't matter. And we're gonna flip the switch. Spoosh. And now we are in Fallout. Yeah. So now we're gonna toss a portal right there. Toss a portal right here. Well, that didn't work at all. Doink. Uh-huh. Shit. Womp womp. Whee. And put orange right there. In the event of flooding, seek air pockets. And again, still clever. And what's funny is that this echoes the test chamber from... It echoes one of the beginning test chambers of this game where you set yourself up behind two different panels and you use portals to get to them quickly. And there we go. And you have this big, massive door. Just got this big ass vault door, which is now gonna open. Move its massive vault door self through hydraulics and stuff. And then we will see that all it does is cover that door. That's how, like, that's how secure they were making it. And now they start loading us into all this artwork from this area, which is fantastic. Gosh, it's hot in here. Good thing I'm only wearing a short sleeve shirt. And once again, we're still underground in a danger, so acid, liquid, or something, because danger, you will fucking melt. Caution, do not lean on railing. Distant rumble. Okay, now see a broken open door there, water splash. We see just how incredibly massive it is. Vitrified underground train to test shafts 1 through 8. Contamination. Experiment discontinued, so they filled it with cement. They tried to basically clear it out because it was too contaminated. There was something wrong, and now we can't get in it. Same right here. Once again, fill the cement, contaminated with something radioactive. 2 test chambers, 1 through 20. And then another area that should have been vitrified, but somehow is broken open through all of this, is this. And we pull this lever. Entranceway, automated doors, lobby, and testing lounge. And Cave Johnson.
War heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best, and you are it. So, who's ready to make some science?
Me.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm silly. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
To science. Okay, so again, the first of many long balls. I guess to be fair, it's a lot easier if you come through here. But that's no fun. Okay, there's that. And then we're gonna fall. Place portal. Woo! Fly through the hole. I don't remember if you can get there or not. I don't think you can. Actually. Pretty sure you can. What we're gonna do is we're gonna place this right there. And we're just gonna hopefully fuck. We're gonna hopefully fuck. And then we're actually gonna place a portal right there. Balls. Well, I did have it right. Okay. Ooh. Sweet. Now we're gonna fall again, but this time we're hopefully gonna do this so I land on this platform here. I don't remember if there's anything here or not. Oop! Balls. Shadoink. Shadoink. And we're gonna drop it a bit. Shadoink. Shadoink. There we go. So, welcome to the future of tomorrow. Established 1947. Notice. Excuse me. Elevators out of service until blank. Elevators out of service. Old style elevator to move between testing. Actually, that was just the surface. So they blocked off this elevator to the surface, which is so cool. It's fascinating. And again, 1947. So we know that this place started in the year 2000. In the year 2000. 1947. Okay. Now we will go ahead and do what we're supposed to here. But again, I warned you. Maybe I didn't. In which case, here's your warning. I am going to stop at every little piece of lore thing that I can remember. I will likely miss some things.
There's 1,000 tests performed every day here in our enrichment spheres. I can't personally oversee every one of them, so these pre-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure. Your test assignment will vary depending on the manner in which you have bent the world to your will. Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
For the promotion of Potato Science. Best new science company, Aperature Science, the year of 1947. Shower curtain salesman, Aperature fixtures. Right? So we know in 1943 he was a curtain salesman. Then he started up a science company in 1947. He also received the Spirit of Idaho at some point. 1955. So 8 years after. Shower curtain salesman, 1943. U.S. Department of Defense Contractor of the Year runner-up. A couple of runner-ups. And local entrepreneur buys salt mine. So he bought a salt mine in Upper Michigan. So he was a salesman who realized that science is where everything was going, and he buys up a big ass salt mine. So everything we see here was all part of a salt mine. So, I mean, that's a hell of a salt mine for what it's worth. And then we're going to press this button and go up. So, I mean, that's something that's worth noting, that, like, Cave Johnson started as a salesman. He wasn't a scientist. He just was an entrepreneur who saw where things were going, and he decided that he was going to spend his effort and money on building a science company. And clearly he kind of knew what he was doing, because as we see, he clearly saw where the future was going. Vitrified.
If you need to go to the bathroom after this next series of tests, please let a test associate know, because in all likelihood, whatever comes out of you is going to be cold. Only temporary, so do not worry. If it persists for a week, though, start worrying and come see us, because that's not supposed to happen. Just a heads up, we're going to have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test. I'll be honest, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out.
So he spent an absolute magnitudinal load of money on this, right? Like, the guy's not a scientist. He even says it, you know. And so he just hired scientists, and they just, I mean, they literally did, I'll call it old school science, where they just, you know, just fail, try again. Fail, try again. Okay, we're shooting blue portal. Amazing. I love physics. It's amazing it locks behind us. Not really amazing, but it's something. Know your allergens. Pollen, animal dander, plastics, antimatter. You know, they just did they just tried things. They threw science at a wall. Which is a weird way to put it, but it's not inaccurate. It's just you try something, if it fails, you try again. Okay. So now we've got the blue gel, which is, I don't remember what it is. It might be repulsion gel. Safety first. Together we can make 1956 the lowest unexpected casualty annum ever. Aperature Science Innovators. But what I find the most interesting thing, right, is that the name of the shower curtain company.
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperature, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
Oh. So, you know, he has what would be my guess is he owns the shower curtain company. He decides, okay, we've done it. He goes, I've done it. I've earned lots of money. I want to start a science company. And bada bing, bada boom. He starts a science company.
All right, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
This test is unsolvable without an Aperature Science portable quantum tunneling device. So it's interesting, right? Is their tunneling device was much larger. So at some point, they whittled all of that down into what I'm carrying right here. Repulsion gel was Aperature's first attempt to create a dietetic pudding substitute. Sweeter, slightly less non-toxic form of fiberglass insulation that causes subsequently ingested food items to bounce off the lining of a dieter's distended stomach and out of his or her mouth. So basically, you use this, and anything you ate, you threw up. Which, I mean, that's funny as shit. Bounce, boing, blue gel bounce. So we see a lot of the, you know, we see a lot of the same mechanics, a lot of the same kind of cues that you see in the main, that we see in the first game and in the first part of this game, the lights turning things on.
The control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here. I can talk about the control group all damn day.
Very stubborn. Right. There we go. It's like I'm missing something here. I'm definitely missing something. I found it though. Yay me. Blue portal there. Just a random office. Right. Go this way? Probably go this way. This
For this
way.
next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
And drop. And grab. Yoink. Drop. Whoops. It's the right portal. Bounce. Whee. Okay. So they're teaching you really the mechanics of the blue gel here. How it works, what it does, etc. Jump. Wee.
Oh, in case covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
Oh.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
No, I don't think this does anything. Nope. So, somewhere around here, I know there is another platform. There we are. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, we're just gonna do it like that. Shidwink.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
Okay, so now that really matters. Now we're learning that you can do this stuff. So while I remember where I'm putting bugger. There we go. Then I'm just gonna have it splash right here a bit. Bugger. There we go. I don't remember what to do at all. Well, shucks. There we go. There we go. Made that one look easy. Now we're gonna go. Douche. 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 Sploosh. Skadoosh. Kasploosh. Skadoosh. Kasploosh. Skadoosh. Kajump.
Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
And they got the perfect guy to do like this dry kind of humor again. This game is full of dry humor. Both games. But this is just full of like the ironic kind of dry humor that really resonates with me. J.K. Simmons will forever be Cave Johnson. I know to some people
if you're
he
part
is.
of control group Kepler-7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you forgot it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
Whoopsies. There we go. Just that simple.
I'm telling them, keep your pants on. All right, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
Okay, so then, if I remember correctly, we want to do that. Lower it though. Here we go. There's my booty. I see my booty. And we're just gonna drop. Bounce. Swoosh. Now we're on top of test chamber. So it's so interesting. The original testing chambers were, they were a set size. Everything about them was... Right, I know what I'm doing now. Okay. I remember this. Because you have to set that. And we're setting this. Then, hopefully... fire an orange. Sweetie boing. So again, what makes it interesting is that these test chambers are all set one size. One size too big. No, just kidding. Yeah, they're all set one size.
I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
You got it, sir. Now... Here we go. Go ahead and rinse this off right here. Sploosh. Sploosh. Okay. Now, I want it to be right there. Paint the floor a bit. Cool. Oops, missed it.
Science isn't about it so much. In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt on the way out, because you are fired. Hey, test subject, you're doing fine. Yes, you. Box your stuff. Out the front door. Parking lot. Car. Goodbye.
So he didn't care about safety. He wanted to get things. He wanted to make things, create things. He just wanted to do it. And that's what so what I was saying earlier is J.K. Simmons is Cave Johnson. I know to many people he is, J. Jonah Jameson. But he will forever be, to me, Cave Johnson. He's great as J. Jonah. I'm not arguing that. He's a fantastic J. Jonah Jameson. But he was a perfect fit for Cave Johnson. And yes, his voice is indeed unmistakable. But I don't think there's any other person in the world who could have played Cave Johnson and had really had the same effect, done this,
Congratulations. The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Aperature Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there'll always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
She is a gem.
So we're meant to kind of go, I swear I know that voice. So once again, elevator to the surface, like, not usable. It's been condemned. Like, they absolutely shut everything down. Because, of course, it wasn't safe. What's also amazing is everything that we just went through is contained in that sphere. Which, when you think about it, that means that sphere is massive. Absolutely freaking massive. Pump Station 71. Shrink. Okay. Whoops, there's glass there. Can't open that door. Can't open that door. So that means we should do this. Weep. Pump Station Beta. Shadoink. Shadoink. So they're introducing us to each kind of gel. You know. So we've learned the mechanics of the blue gel, and we've learned the mechanics of the orange gel. Right? And now here we are.
Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperature Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us. Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Sir, the testing?
Right. Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a contract I signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60? Cash. You can also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you were sleeping on when we found you. So, welcome to Aperature. You're here because we want the best, and you're it. Nope. Couldn't keep a straight face. Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything unless it's test related?
So, I believe the first test was in 1964. Now we're in 4 years later. So within 4 years, they have lost a lot of money. And we can see that he's more anxious in this photo. He's seems a little less self-confident, honestly. And so, again, we're learning about Cave Johnson. So and now they're no longer using like athletes, that kind of stuff. They're literally just getting people, whomever they can find, to test, likely because they have no safety practices here, and that kind of shit will kill the company. But then the most important thing is his mention of Black Mesa. Now, I admit I am not as well versed in the Half-Life universe, but that mention of Black Mesa, you go, oh shit, these things are in the same universe. And not only that, Black Mesa is what it would seem like taking technology away from Aperture to now, I'm going to retract myself. Yes, Black Mesa was mentioned in the first Portal game. Maybe Black Mesa? That was a joke. Haha, fat chance. So then you're like, oh, okay, they're in the same universe, but it's just kind of passing. But now we know they are very intimately involved within this universe. Like, Black Mesa is what would appear to be stealing technology from Aperture and probably improving it and selling it for a lot of money, because again, we see and we saw in those trophies earlier that that Aperture was runner up in 1968. What does that mean? Black Mesa. We can infer rather that Black Mesa was not the runner-up and was indeed the best Department of Defense contractor. So this is funny. Remember, alert your supervisor if you see OSHA inspector, Department of Energy inspector, GAO accountant, I don't know what that is, undercover police officer, nuclear regulatory commissioner, FEMA coordinator, ordinary police officer, journalist, public works inspector, MSHA mine inspector, ATF, FBI, U.S. Marshal. So they were doing all sorts of things here that were 9 levels of illegal, impractical, unsafe, etc. And Cave Johnson, in Cave Johnson form, he don't give a fuck. Now we're gonna hop up here. Just a regular, ordinary office. And then
If you're allergic to peanuts, you might want to tell somebody now, because this next test may turn your blood into peanut water for a few minutes. On the bright side, if we can make this happen, they're going to have to invent a new type of Nobel Prize to give us, so hang in there.
so unsafe.
The average human male is about 60% water. As far as we're concerned, that's a little extravagant. So if you feel a bit dehydrated in this next test, that's normal. We're going to hit you with some jet engines and see if we can't get you down to 20 or 30%.
Some science. I'll go there momentarily.
Alright, we're working on a little teleportation experiment. Now, this doesn't work with all skin types, so try to remember which skin is yours, and if it doesn't teleport along with you, we'll do what we can to sew you right back into it.
Okay, and then the Borealis. Clearly a ship was docked here, and again, I am not extremely well versed in the universe of Half-Life, but I know the Borealis is, if I remember correctly, and I will edit myself down below if I'm wrong, hopefully I will remember to, but I'll remember, hopefully, likely, I'll do it. Borealis was a ship. No, fuck it. Uno momento, por favor. Turn on my monitor, wake up my other computer. Make sure, sweet, it actually remembered. Clickety fucking clack. Okay, Microsoft Edge, close. So, the Borealis from the Half-Life Wiki. Don't fucking load an ad. Don't load a video. I swear to Christ. From Isaac Kleiner. All appears that Aperature Science were at work on the project of some promise, but in their rush to beat Black Mesa for funding, they must have compromised ordinary standards of risk. We heard their research vessel had simply disappeared, vanished with all hands, even part of the dry dock. The Borealis is an Isaac Kleiner. The Borealis is an Aperature Science research vessel introduced in Half-Life 2 Episode 2. According to Isaac Kleiner, Aperature was working on a promising project, but in their rush to beat Black Mesa for funding, they neglected ordinary safety rules, and the ship simply disappeared with parts of its dry dock, which earned it a legendary stature. Okay, I'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah. FaceTime. I should answer. It's really weird. Anyway, that's that's a conversation for a whole nother video. It's so strange. It's so strange. Oh, it's so very, very, very strange. Anyway. It is assumed that the Borealis contained an immensely powerful and dangerous secret, most likely involving portals and teleportation on a larger scale than that of a handheld portal device, which is likely the reason the Combine are searching for it. The Combine, I've played Half-Life 2 and episodes 1 and 2. You know, I haven't played 1, which that should be coming soon. It is assumed that the Combine are searching for it, so as they could possibly connect back to Combine Overworld and flood the planet with their large and powerful armies. The Combine also have yet to perfect localized teleportation, as the Black Mesa scientists and Aperature Science have, giving them ample reason to investigate the ship. So, again, the Borealis then was a ship that just fucking disappeared, which, to be fair, it doesn't look like some of the dry dock went away with it, but I guess you can kind of see some parts where maybe it disappeared. But yeah, I admit, this was my really, 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 truly my first introduction to the Half-Life universe. I lived under a rock. I knew of Half-Life. Some of my friends in school, they were older than me, but a couple of my friends, they were big PC gamers, and they played Counter-Strike, and I mean, they basically played anything that was, it wasn't Source back then, but, basically the Source engine. They played anything that was related to the Source engine. They were my first introduction to PC gaming in general, mostly through original Counter-Strike. Not even CS Source, like Counter-Strike, OG Counter-Strike. But this was really my first introduction to any lore within the Half-Life universe. I knew of it because of my friends in Portal 1, but I wasn't all that aware of anything. And then this game really opened my eyes to really the universe of Half-Life. And I'm still nowhere near as well versed as some, but it is by far the most fascinating thing to me, and it still makes me quite sad that that Valve cannot count 2-3. So, if I remember correctly, I need to drop that there, and then we're gonna do this and go. Ow. Okay. Right. So. Oh, there's a button, isn't there? Yes, there is. Okay, so hopefully. Whew, okay. Right. Put that there. We're gonna drop down and go. Fling shit. Oh, just got there in time.
Order this bird for me? Oh, thanks. Did you
Yes, we are.
What do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go. You stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Hold on. Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go. Whoa, where are we? How long have I been out?
Not
An
long.
extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going to.
Oh, welcome back, GLaDOS. I missed you. All right, guys. Well, this is going to load. And while this loads, I'm just going to go ahead and say we're at a good stopping point for this episode.
Did anything happen while I was out?
Nope. So, we're at a good stopping point for this episode. We are only just scratching the surface. We've taken our first couple bites into the red meat and potatoes that is this part of Portal 2. Boy howdy, this game is great fun. My mood has already greatly improved since starting playing. Yeah, this game does that for me. This is one of my all-time favorite games of all time, which that's a little redundant, come to think of it. But needless to say, that's going to be all the time I have for this episode, guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. Feel free to comment below. Let me know what you're liking, what you're not liking, what you'd like to see me improve if you would like to. If you don't, that's fine. But if you like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of good shit. But the most important thing is I hope you are staying safe, staying happy, and staying healthy. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!